I seem to always forget about that part.
Because it fades out so ever. You do the editing so beautifully, Michelle.
No,
that
I
it's
mean in
just,
the actual song.
we don't ever get to it really in the beginning of this podcast.
I don't actually have it. Because you can only play a certain amount.
Oh.
Remember when
Yeah.
when you first started editing?
Yeah.
You can only play a
Right,
certain amount
right.
of the song.
Yeah.
So Ingrid cut it perfectly. So
Oh, no,
there's-
yeah, it's perfect.
Right, because we don't want to get copyrighted.
yeah. There's rights and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gavin, don't
all
come
those
after us.
things. Gavin, we'd love to have
Gavin.
you on the podcast.
Come on the show.
Come on
We
the
have-
show.
We
if
have
you're
9
listening.
weeks left.
Yeah, we just discovered,
we just
guys.
discovered that we're gonna hopefully be done with this podcast. Not hopefully, but you know,
Sadly,
on August 20th.
recording it.
Done
Last episode
recording
will be
it.
the 27th.
Last episode will be premiered on the 27th of August.
So our finale.
Yeah.
Finale right before Labor Day.
So we have a whole summer
We
with
have a
you
whole
guys.
summer. We keep getting all ahead of ourselves. and we're getting
THT
nervous,
summer.
but
Yeah.
it's a THT summer.
Aww.
This is Tree Hill Talk.
This is Tree
In
Hill
case you're
Talk.
wondering what THT was.
You're listening to it. I'm Ingrid.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Michelle.
And yeah, we're
And Liam's here.
and Liam is here.
Well, he
Chugging
was here.
along with season 9. We just watched episode 4.
Yeah.
What was the title, Michelle?
Don't you want to
Me, baby?
share the guilt?
On February 1st, 2012, it premiered.
It did.
It sure did.
Cold weather for them. Not for us.
We just have to let
I
it
know,
go.
I can't.
With
Forever.
Let it
seasons
go.
and all of that jazz.
Yeah.
I know. So
I mean,
hard.
and the baby was left in the car, so it was very hot out.
Right. He said it was
It was
got up to
101
100
degrees.
something
It's
degrees.
not. I don't think it's following
No,
February.
it's not.
No,
It's not.
it's not February
Technically-
for them.
Right.
They're camping outside. It's
Right.
not February.
It
Yeah.
premiered in February.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, so
Guys, we're really good
we're
at
really good at telling
We
time.
can't let
and
shit go either.
No,
No.
if you haven't grasped that by now, welcome.
Yep.
Michelle and I don't let things go.
Where's
No.
Where's Royal?
Where
Where's
is
Deb?
Royal?
Where's the
Deb?
lurking person?
Where's Karen?
Where's that lurking
Where's
person?
the lurker? The only lurker we have is Dan.
I
Dan.
know.
Lurker Durker, as we
Lurker
call them.
Durker King.
Was that him all along?
Maybe.
Lurking?
Just lurking.
Maybe it was.
Rattling on the doors.
That's so disappointing, though.
Jamie, let me in. Grandpa's here.
Irish
I'm
Dan.
British now.
I'm British.
Sloanshire.
Oh my god.
Scottish, right? The Scots.
Scots.
of
The
Scottish.
Scots of Scotland.
That's what we established.
I love that.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
we open with black screen, as we
As
do on
always,
season
as,
9.
As we do with the series ending.
It's fine.
Tree.
One
Hill.
Tree Hill. It's fine because so much happens in these episodes. They need to just have that black screen, as Lee taught us.
You don't like the covers of Gavin DeGraw?
I never want that to ever happen to
No,
me ever
we don't-
again
we
in my
don't
life.
miss those?
Never again.
Unless
want
it's
those?
Gavin
Never again.
DeGraw singing it, I don't want to hear any of that song.
You don't want the...
No. No.
we don't.
I don't want Ingrid Hahn singing it either.
Just
I just want Gavin. That's all. Just
Gavin.
Gavin.
Just Gavin.
It's
Only
beautiful.
Gavin. All right.
Anyway,
Julian's at the hospital.
Julian is at the hospital,
sad
looking sad
and-
and lost.
And I fucked up.
And then
Yeah.
Brooke walks in, looks at him, and she's like, "You fucked up.
Pretty much.
I
She's
can't
worried.
even look at you." And
And
she
she-
just runs in.
Yep. To Davis.
God, that's so heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that must hurt." That
Going
must
into
hurt.
this episode,
we had a lot
I
of
felt
anxiety.
more stress. It really wasn't that
It
bad.
wasn't. It really wasn't. They did a good job of kind of easing the audience. Like, he's fine.
Yeah.
Let's just move on from this. But obviously, Julian can't. Or
Julian's
Brooke. No,
not
Brooke.
fine.
Julian's not
No.
fine. Davis is fine. Julian is not fine.
as he shouldn't be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brooke looks devastated, and then we have Quinn coming
Quinny.
in from the scene that we previously saw last episode. She comes into the house. Clay's not there.
She
Right.
grabs some keys.
Grabs some keys and heads on her way.
And this is still the same.
same night. Same night as before. That
From last
long day
episode.
from last episode is still continuing
still
into this
happening.
episode.
Yeah.
So this episode is that night into the next day, pretty
Right.
much.
Yep.
And then we have Clay, who's just
Just watching a drug deal.
watching
seeking
a drug
out
deal.
drugs, I put.
seeking
the
drugs.
drug dealer.
We could say we could give the Academy Award to that actor, right? Who played the drug dealer.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we all
Yes.
agree he's the best actor that's ever been on the show? Acting 101.
101. 101.
Yeah.
Prime. Fucking
Um,
prime.
We'd love to have you on the podcast, though. No. Just kidding.
Random drug dealer.
We would love to
Come on the
get you
show.
behind the scenes.
We'd love to have you. You can light us on fire. It's all
I'm
good.
gonna shoot you and then light you on fire.
I can't wait to get to that part. Okay.
But Clay sees him from afar in the car. Afar in the car.
Yeah.
Then we have Karen's Cafe
Hires a murderer.
sign
Yeah.
from the competition across the street, and Haley looks at it like
Tree Hill Cafe. That's what they're
Yes.
called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tree Hill Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Bastards.
Hires murderers.
Yeah.
Well, Karen's Cafe hires.
Right,
Karen's
right,
Cafe
right,
hires
yeah.
murderers.
Then we have Dan and Jamie camping out in the yard.
Yeah.
Being all cute.
And Jamie says, "He'll be home soon, my daddy. He'll be home soon."
He'll be home. And you'll have to go, Grandpa Dan.
Grandpa said,
Everyone's British
"Mhm."
today. I don't know what's going on. It's all the caffeine I had.
Right?
Sweet, cute.
Yeah.
I
Jamie
like Dan
and Dan, they love each other. Best buds.
best
It's
friends.
really unfortunate of how things are going to turn out for them. But it's, Jamie loves his grandpa
She's
Dan.
putting him in the grave every time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because I
It's
don't.
easing it for
It's
you.
easing it for me. It's
Got it.
exactly right. I'm preparing myself. I was preparing myself for the whole Davis fiasco. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. Ultimately, it turned out to be like an okay situation, luckily. But I know what happens. Not all of it, but I know there is a time ticking down, a time clock ticking for Dan, and I'm very upset about it. So in order for me to kind of ease it, I got to joke about it. Just got to, that's what people do when they don't know what to do about, being sad. That's their defense mechanism.
Yeah.
So I'm sad about Dan, and I don't want it to come. I don't want that episode
Meanwhile,
to
he's
come.
still fine and creeping.
He's still
so.
fine here. I know.
Then we have Julian and Brooke, and the police want to talk to Julian, and
Brooke
Brooke
says, "What happened?" And he's just
Yeah.
like, "I forgot."
Ugh.
Oh,
I appreciate the honesty.
honest.
Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess what else could you say at that point?
That is what happened.
I'm
Yeah.
a bad father. I knew he was in the car all those hours.
Yeah,
No, it's
No.
like, oh, you just got to own up to it. And
Yeah.
he's
Which
absolutely
Julian does.
devastated.
I feel like he
he
will own up to
always does the
everything.
right thing. He's
Yeah.
always does the right thing.
Yeah.
Joke. Brooke. She still
that-
can't
is-
even
is
like
that
look
their
at him.
other name?
Jook. Actually, that could have worked. Jook, but Brilliant is
Could
better.
it though?
It doesn't.
We're
it
not
doesn't.
gonna use Jook.
Brilliant is.
I gave
far
you guys
superior.
Quay. I don't think
Yeah.
Jook is.
Jook's a little hard.
That was like
harsh.
Pake. People call them Pake, right? Jayton. Were they calling them Jayton or Pake? I think we made up Pake,
No, we
but it
made
was
up
Jayton, right?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is she?
Jake and
talking about?
Peyton.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it now. I was like, Lucas.
I was just trying to
Peyton,
think of like the
Jake.
small that there was another name that was small.
I'm
Anyway.
like Pake. What the
Pake,
heck?
who are you?
I'm just so confused.
Would Luke and Peyton be puke?
Yeah, yes, it could be.
That's for the haters.
That is for the
And
haters.
we're
I
not
bet you-
gonna plant
no.
those seeds.
Nope. We are.
We love
latent
all
fans.
of them equally. So
This is a safe space.
This is a safe space
for all
Yeah.
shipping,
Anyways,
except for
except for one
any-
pair. OTP. One OTP.
Who's OTP? I am.
You're
Out
out
of it.
You're out of here.
What the heck? I think the
One
latte
true
was
pair.
decaf.
One true pair. We
Who
taught
is
her-
the one true
We
pair?
taught her that already.
Who's the one true pair?
That I don't like?
Yeah.
We all know. I don't have to say it.
No, say it.
I don't. No, it's mean.
Wait, I don't know it.
The one true pair that I don't like.
Wait, on this show or in general?
Yeah, on this show.
Oh,
You would agree.
I do. Quay?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't want to say it
Yikes!
because people really get mad at us when we hate on them, but
But guys, you haven't been hating on them
No,
at
we
all
haven't.
so far this
No.
season.
they're just my least favorite pair. That's all.
LTP.
Have they been our
Least-
least favorite character at all? Either of them?
LFP. What?
No,
Have they been our least favorite ever?
no.
Oh,
so far this season,
This season, no.
we haven't. We haven't
think
hated.
maybe-
I think Clay.
I was gonna say Clay was last week for you guys, right?
I thought Chase was.
No.
No?
We'll have to go back.
Someone
Roll
go-
the tape.
Someone go back and tell
I don't
us.
think it was Chase.
I think it was Clay.
I felt
think
bad
you
for
guys
him.
gave it to Clay last week because I gave it to Ted, and you were like, "Oh, I wanted to do a
Oh
side
yeah,
character."
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
well.
Anyway, it
I
does-
spoke too soon.
Quinn, we haven't given it to Quinn yet,
No.
so
Quinn's-
there's still
No.
here's hoping, right?
Sure.
You're so.
And speaking of Quinn then approaches the drug dealer.
Okay,
This made me infuriated.
let's dive into this scene.
It's a typical Quinn thing.
is.
It's so typical Quinn.
It's so Quinn. She doesn't
It's so
think.
cringy.
She doesn't
She
think.
does none at all.
Let me confront this sketchy drug dealer alone at night.
She's lucky Clay was there.
Yeah.
Even if I don't know, is she lucky because they almost both got killed? But like,
Well, I mean, he was pretty much strangling her.
yeah,
So
I mean, I admire her being fearless, but
right.
and trying to help her
But
man.
there is like,
honey, we don't
honey.
approach drug dealers. We don't approach them
why would they
at
listen
night
to
by
you?
yourself.
You know what I mean?
Stop,
Right.
Stop selling drugs to my boyfriend.
Okay, he's of course.
What do you think he was going to say? Oh, my
Okay.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
sorry, miss.
I'm sorry, miss. Do you need a ride home?
Right.
Like,
Which one's your
what?
boyfriend so I know for
Right.
future?
It's just that really. I was like,
I was-
so.
What did she think was going to happen?
That was not believable for me.
no.
Number
No.
one. Number two is it was Quinn, so it actually pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
And it was cringy, and I was like, next scene, because
Yeah,
this just
it was
pissed
just
me
dumb.
off. This just pissed me
Dumb.
off.
Yeah, so then Clay
Triggered
goes,
me.
pulls the guy off, punches the guy, and then the guy pulls the gun on them.
So unnecessary.
And he's like, if I see you guys again, I'm gonna shoot you and then I'm gonna light you on
then
fire.
it could light you on fire. Yeah.
So extreme.
Yeah.
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 I was liking them until that scene. Like the whole Quay drama, I was okay with until that. I was like, no, that's stupid. That was stupid.
Well, it was stupid on Quinn. Clay was just
Agreed.
like
Just-
blacked out, just
right.
hanging out with his drug dealer.
No, you're
working.
right.
Yeah.
But like just the writing in general, I was like, okay, like this is kind of a believable situation they have. And then like that happens. I'm like, not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
But
and then Clay is,
it's One Tree Hill.
I don't need your help.
I don't need your help.
I don't need your help.
Drama.
Drama. All the
Mhm.
drama. Then we have Julian and Brooke.
Davis is home
Yeah,
now,
they're
which
home.
is great. He got, released from the hospital.
Uh-huh.
Luckily, everything's fine.
And then the other one
Brooke
starts
can't even
crying.
look at Julian
No.
anymore.
The other one starts crying. Brooke's already holding Davis.
she's like,
Julian kind of looks and she gets up and goes to go take care of him. Because obviously she doesn't trust him.
Yeah.
Poor
She
little
can't deal with
Julie.
it yet
No.
either.
Poor Julie.
It's too fresh.
To
She's
have
still
that
shook.
conversation.
Yeah, she
She's
can't
shooketh.
appreciate the fact that her son's actually alive. She's just so distraught that he actually could have died.
Mm-hmm.
So she can't think of anything else.
Right.
I get it.
Makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah.
And now we have the hardcore Quay fight scene.
want you.
And this is the one that we see in the,
In the
flash
previous
forward.
flash forward.
Mhm.
I don't want your help. Get out of my house.
Alyssa's just going to reenact the whole scene for you guys. She'll play both parts.
I will play both parts.
So they're pretty much just screaming at each other. Quinn is saying how
She's so upset.
needs-
I mean, rightfully so.
right, that she is trying to help him and he won't help himself, and he just snaps and says, I don't need your help, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah. She's like, you don't mean that. He's like,
Mhm.
I don't want your help.
I don't need you.
I don't need you.
Bye. Bye.
I like the scene though.
I
Yeah.
did like it because
a
they
powerful
were
scene for
finally
them.
like showing emotion and
Yep.
being real and raw and
Good acting.
very good acting.
Yeah.
So
really good
I liked
acting.
it a lot.
Yeah.
Good job, Quay.
Good job.
Even though you're
Quay.
fighting, good job with.
Well, that's when I like them. Apparently, when they're fighting,
No,
me
they hate each
too.
other.
It's my
gives them
favorite-
the depth.
My favorite
It's
side
my
of
favorite
Quay.
Quay.
Yeah.
Oh, Chase waking up
With the girl
in the bed
from
naked.
Jonas Brothers show.
and
Baby daddy.
She joked they did it 11 times, or
I
they
don't
actually did it 11
can't
times.
tell.
By
me-
all of the alcohol laying around, I doubt
I
they
doubt,
did it 11
right?
times.
Yeah.
Right? 10 times,
10.
maybe 11.
Maybe
There was
11.
some vodka on the ground and like about 10 beer bottles.
To me,
everywhere.
though, after that scene, not to jump ahead, it seemed to me like I felt like she was trying to boost his ego because he was so sad about Alex. So I was like, I wonder if they even had sex at all.
That's
like
what I
maybe he
thought,
got blacked
too.
out and she just kind of like comforted him, like they went to sleep, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe it's very possible, maybe, but after the last scene, maybe not. But
Right.
yeah, she's just you're such a nerd. She says
Such a nerd.
Yeah.
she's beautiful. I want her lips; they're gorgeous.
She's cute.
She's a cute girl, Jonas girl.
Jonas, baby daddy.
Her name is something.
Not Alex.
Not Alex. Her
Not
name
Alex.
is Tara, but in real life, her name is something with a C, right?
Chloe. Kate. Kim.
Clarissa
Explains it all.
Right,
I was
I
just gonna
wish.
say that.
Not important at the moment, but then we open with not open. Now we have Millie
Skills
sleeping on the
enters.
couch. Skills opens up, "Honey, I'm home," and it startles her, and you see that her and Mouth are still fighting about. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be the
Chelsea
same night.
Kane.
Chelsea Kane. That's her name.
Got that name.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then Mouth comes out of the room and he goes, "Damn dog, you fat."
Damn dog, you fat. Oh, Skills.
Take my slippers off.
I love having Skills back.
Same.
Too.
I enjoy.
Are you
him.
warm?
My feet are actually warm for once. I know. What happened to
This
me?
doesn't happen. Well, you are wearing winter slippers in almost July, so there's that.
Yeah,
feet
and I
are
have no
always-
AC in here.
there's
That's
no
true.
AC.
That's true. My feet were just a tad warm. I took my slippers off.
Okay.
Anyway, so what do we
I
have?
have Haley feeding Lydia.
Yeah. And
Quinn
then Quinn
enters.
comes in
Yeah.
and says to
I
Haley,
was driving all night.
Clay has
Clay's
a drug problem.
Has doing drugs, and she's like, "What?"
And
I liked
Haley-
Haley's
Haley's
initial
like, "What do you
reaction. Are you
mean?"
sure? Are
Yeah.
you sure he's doing drugs?
Haley's like, why am I the only normal one in this town?
Why am I just so normal?
I'm
She is.
so
She's the
normal.
rock.
She is the rock.
She's the
I mean,
rock
she
of
definitely
for
has her own
everyone.
ish, but she's
No,
like
but-
the rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's everyone's mama.
What'd you guys think about Quinn saying, "Don't tell Nate"? It's like another secret.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. It's piling up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All these secrets
And-
piling on Hale.
And don't forget the most important part of the scene. Dan's a lurkin,
Oh yeah, I had
Lurkin'
that.
Durkin.
lurkin, durkin in the
Dan.
corners, in the shadows,
And he
where
hears
he always
all
is.
that's going on, and you see
he's
like
like-
light bulb.
He's
Mhm.
like, "Not my family.
Right.
I'm the protector."
Yep.
which is great, but it's Dan. So.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have
Julian
Julian goes into the twins' room, and they're not there.
wakes up and everyone's gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Poor Julie.
Yeah.
poor Juju.
Julie's just really sad this episode. It's okay.
And then I have FaceTiming with Daddy.
Nate and the moose.
I wrote Nate FaceTiming with Nate.
Nate FaceTiming with Nate.
Double date.
Lydia and Haley and Nate FaceTiming with the moose.
little moose.
The moose. The pink
Doesn't
moose.
the moose remind you
Moose.
of the purple bear in Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you saw? I didn't. Right. It because we just keep seeing this
Yeah.
moose, colorful
You're right.
stuffed animal. I'm like, we need to
A little
remember
poetic.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then
Dan
he
and
said-
Jamie?
and Nate says, "I'll see you tonight."
Yep.
So we're supposed to assume that that Nate's coming home
Yes.
tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah.
And then Dan and Jamie are outside and hanging out and just being real cute.
And Jamie tells Dan, "Dad is coming home tonight.
Yeah.
That means you got to go, right?"
You're gonna have to go. And
Dan's
Dan's like,
"Mm,
"Yeah, I will when
I
he
don't
gets
know
here.
about that.
Don't worry about it. I'll leave eventually. I got more lurking to do."
More lurkin' dorkin.
And then we have Eminem and Skills,
Skills
on their
comes on the
show as their
He's
guest.
still choreographing the sports.
Which is great.
It's
Yeah,
great.
I'm
he's
happy
still
Skills has a
working.
career.
Same.
Yeah.
He's the only. Well, no, that's not true.
No, they all have
They all
careers.
They all have careers. I keep forgetting.
He's the only one with a
Right.
career.
No.
On
they
Mouth
actually-
and Millie's morning show.
yeah.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
who has
He's
a
the
career.
only one.
So, and then it just turns right back around, and the topic
Same
of the
fight,
show
and Skills is in the middle.
is about him being fat.
Seeing both the sides, both fans' sides. Millie's fans say this, Mouth's fans say that.
But Skills calls out Millie and says, "Imagine if he said that to you
Mhm.
on air.
He wouldn't have a job.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't have a job."
Mm-hmm.
It's true. It's valid.
And then
CK needs visuals.
CK crashes early.
yeah,
He crashes early.
and we have Chris and Chase talking about the exotic flower
The exotic flower.
that is Tara.
And Chris is just like, "Yo, you gotta give me the details."
Chris Keller.
Love it.
I was a little confused with this triangle, but when we
Same.
get further, I'll explain my confusion.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
fair.
That way I don't
Perfect.
jump ahead.
All right. Sure.
Great.
Okay.
Then we have the park, right?
The drug dealer. We don't.
Drug
he doesn't have a
dealer.
name, right? We're just calling him
Drug dealer. Sitting on the bench at the park with all these chillins, just running around, running amok.
Yep.
And then you see good old Dan
Danny Boy.
Papa Squat.
How did Dan know this was the drug
Right?
dealer?
How did he know?
He's
He's lurking.
lurks.
He's lurking.
I
Durkin.
know.
He lurks, and he probably one day lurked and
and
followed
saw the drug deal
and
happen?
followed Clay and saw the drug dealer, and he was like, "Okay, this is the dealer."
Mhm.
Maybe he was at the park one day with Jamie and saw that Clay was buying drugs. From
Maybe,
the dealer.
yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
You know, because this is the park where
It's
his
creepy that the
grandchildren are.
drug dealer is just sitting at a park with children.
I mean, there's
Not
probably not that many parks in Tree Hill.
probably
Yeah.
not.
This is the place to go.
Anyone hear ringing?
No,
No.
I hear Liam chewing, cracking.
Oh, I thought I
Yeah.
heard. No, not cracking.
Okay. I hope
Maybe it was just my ears.
maybe it's just in
ringing.
your head.
Yeah, I don't hear
That's
ringing.
scary.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, so the
Aliens? Is that you?
maybe Dan tells this guy like
I'm
this
gonna
is
kill
not
you.
this is not going to happen again. He's threatening him and the guy says, "Why are you threatening me?" That's like a
Acting again. Prime.
He
Prime.
stands up.
He
stands
stands
up,
up,
Very
he gets all-
passionate
Are you
about it.
threatening
He's
me, bro?
pissed.
I'm just saying I could have acted better.
Yeah. Awful.
It was really bad.
so bad.
What can
Like,
you do?
It was
Get up. Dan gets up. First off, Dan's like 3 times the size of
Right?
this guy.
Dan-
Dan
like,
would
I ain't scared of
fucking
you.
crush him.
With his one hand.
Just crush.
Destroy like a beer can.
Like
right?
he would pick him up and smash him on
Yeah,
his forehead.
If I was Dan,
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Don't you know who I am?
I know.
I'm Dan
yeah.
Scott, the murderer of Tree
I'm
Hill.
Tree Hill murderer.
I am the. Did you see
I
the
am
sign?
The
I am that
murderer.
murderer.
Right.
Like I'm the one. That's me.
I'm the murderer. You're the drug dealer.
Right.
Right.
There's only one in these towns, you know?
Yeah. He's like, there's only room for one
Right.
bad boy. And
Are we
that
done
bad
with
boy
this
is me.
situation, Michelle?
No.
Okay, I agree.
I
But
don't
we'll get
think
to
so. Yeah.
Then we have Karen's Cafe, Brooke with the twins again.
Brooke is venting to Haley about the whole situation.
And I like Brooke's double action.
double. She's
Uh-huh.
double fisting the twins.
The baby in the back gets
Baby
no
in the
love,
back,
though.
baby in the front.
No kisses for
I
baby
know.
in the back.
She's
I
well, the one
know.
in the front is Davis. He went through a
I
trauma.
That's true. That's
know.
true. That's
But
true.
the back one deserves some
Right?
forehead
Can't Haley
kisses
like,
and
yeah.
hugs.
like pick up Jude and like hang out with him and whatever?
Yeah.
They should have a contraption.
It should
where
be
they
a
could
swivel.
Swing it. Yeah, swivel.
Oh, yeah,
like
swivel.
a lazy Susan.
Swing these babies
One
around.
day, 2020.
I mean, patent right now.
Right?
Here we
It's
go.
true.
Tree
Right.
Hill Talk invents.
Babies.
Inspired by
This
Brooke
is how
Davis.
we make our money.
Uh-huh.
A baby
There we
swivel.
Patreon.com/Tree Hill
Baby
Talk.
swivel.
Let's make it happen.
Then we
Yeah.
have Julian. He's staring at the car, right?
He gets.
That's smashed.
He goes to the car. It's still parked outside. He obviously has to go get it fixed, and he's just staring at the, crunching on the glass and staring at it. Traumatized.
Surprised they didn't tow it. I guess they wouldn't, right? What's a
Yeah.
situation like that? Just leave it
I guess they're probably like.
or clean up the glass
right? Yeah.
the next
They
day.
never clean up the glass when there's
That's
accidents.
true.
That glass stays in the road forever.
You're right.
'Cause
You are
that-
right. When I
yeah.
had my car accident and I drove home,
Yeah.
there was still my
Yeah.
car's glass
Yeah.
all in the road.
They never clean that up.
Yeah.
And then we have Mouth and Skills are eating pancakes, but they're at the competition's
Come on.
locale.
I know it's free, but come on, guys.
Yeah,
Right.
traders.
Never would I do
And
that.
then the ladies walk in and they just give them the dirtiest looks. And he's like, "What? It's free. I'm Mouth. I'm fat now, and I just want pancakes."
And this is why they go to the girl and ask them to take the sign off. And
Right.
she's like, "You gotta talk to the manager."
yeah. And then
Can't do
we're
that.
like, who's the manager?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has to be someone that we know.
Yeah.
Did you expect it to be Tara?
No.
Me either. But it kind of not makes sense. But I mean, if anyone, I couldn't think of anyone else. It really
I
would have been.
know.
We're like Deb.
I know.
So stupid.
But I know when we said that, to get back at Dan, but it's like, why would she do that to Haley?
Right.
Right. Exactly.
And Karen.
yeah.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. But we were both like
Right, like
hoping.
the
It
bigger
is-
picture
yeah,
here.
it is Karen's Cafe.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anyone else.
And then we have the triangle that is Chris.
Did you
Chase,
text
and
not
Tara.
Alex yet? Chris
Yeah.
asks.
Dude, are
Chase.
you on your period?
Are you
And
on your
then-
period?
But then Tara walks in and gives Chris Keller a big smooch.
Yeah, it looks like she's gonna go kiss Chase, and Chase is getting excited that
Chase
she's
is
coming
leaning-
in,
getting-
and then Chris Keller kisses her.
Okay.
But to me,
Okay.
Chris Keller doesn't get girlfriends; he
Yeah.
just has girls.
Well,
So this is your moment, Michelle.
this is my confusion moment.
Yeah. Go ahead.
When we first met Not Alex with Chase, I assumed this was one of Chris's girls that he essentially gave
Right.
to
He
Chase.
says he knows a lot of girls, or maybe
yeah,
he met her
or
at the
the
strip
interns
club.
or whatever, the strip
Right.
club.
Mm-hmm.
And then when this whole scene happened, I was like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Was Chris messing with Chase and knew the girl was? But that's not the case.
No, he just has no idea.
He just happened to have slept with the same girl.
Right.
Or is this girl vindictive and she's doing this on purpose?
Maybe, very possible.
What are your thoughts on her? Did you have the same confusion or
No,
am I just slow?
I was just like, oh, my confusion was Chris Keller doesn't have girlfriends, so why
I
does
don't think
Chase keep calling her his girlfriend?
Well, Chase,
and
I
she
think,
hasn't
is
said
assuming.
like, no, I'm not.
Well, yeah, Chase. Well, clearly she likes to mess with people,
Yeah.
but Chase is just assuming because Chris Keller never said, "Hey, this is my girlfriend."
And
She
now we
just walked in and
know
they
how
smooched.
nasty she is about making the murderer sign. So maybe she's just a little
She's
vindictive
gross.
bitch.
Yeah.
Not a fan of Not Alex.
Right. She's a
I'm
little
not calling her
She's a
Tara.
hell of a show.
It's not Alex.
Okay, so not Alex sucks.
Did you see? I sent you guys that tweet that someone tweeted at Jana and was like, "I can't keep pictures." She's like, "I love Jana's music, but I can't stop thinking about her being a hoe on One Tree Hill."
Yeah,
and
I
Jana
saw-
like retweeted. She's like, "This is actually making me laugh like all
Yeah.
day."
It was funny.
I was like, "You go, girl. At least you can laugh
To
about
me,
it."
she wasn't really a hoe though.
No, she
No.
wasn't. This girl's more of a hoe than
This girl
than
is
Alex
definitely.
was.
Gosh, yeah.
Julian.
I put CK Eskimo Brothers.
Oh.
Um,
Now we have Julian.
yeah.
He's at the auto shop.
The guy
he
fixes
gets the window fixed, and then he instantly breaks it and says, "Fix it again."
because the guy says the car looks like nothing ever happened, and Julian
Uh-huh.
was like, but something huge happened.
So I'm gonna break
I'm
this
gonna break it
window, and I
again.
want to pay double. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I want to pay you twice to fix my vehicle because I'm
Just
a
had to
mess.
smash it. I'm a mess.
He is a
Yeah.
mess, but poor. Since we're talking about Julian,
Mm.
I was looking back at old pictures, like when I was scrolling through our Instagram, and Julian, when we first see him, his
buzzed hair?
is so short. And
So
I forgot
short.
about that.
Yeah,
And now looking, especially in this episode, because he's so sad and just so
it
scraggly.
looks different.
His hair, I'm just like, wow. Do you like buzzed hair?
Buzz better.
Or
I'm
s-
more
or
buzzed.
longer?
Yeah, Michelle likes
Longer.
the longer. I like the buzzed.
I
think
mean,
I like the clean
think I
cut.
like
I
the-
never liked long
I
hair.
usually like scraggly, but I think I miss clean cut.
to be fair, I really don't remember what he looks
I'll
like.
I'll
with
look
the
it up
buzz.
as
I'm
we
remembering the
continue.
picture in my head right now.
Mhm.
I liked him, but then again, like he was a little bit of a different Julian then too. So to
Yeah.
me, I'm like, haha,
I guess,
you're a bad boy.
I mean, I could take him either way.
Either way.
It's
Either
like
way.
Nate. I like all except for long Nate, long hair
Oh my
Nate.
god, remember? I never want to go
Metal
back to
Nate?
that.
Every other Nate. I'm
Gaston Nate.
good
Oh
with.
my god, I never want to go back to that. Ugh.
Uh,
With him in the wheelchair. Ew.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That's a good
Look,
time.
check him out.
a cutie.
Oh.
Remember
Yeah,
him with the
right?
buzzed hair?
Nice and clean.
I like clean. Always
look
go
at
for clean.
look at that boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm liking
Ooh,
this.
sorry.
I'm liking this.
I mean,
Julian.
Look at
he's
that
still,
boy.
Yeah, I love that like that. I love it like that.
He's so cute.
He's still just adorable in general.
very handsome.
Yeah, this is kind of like how he was.
Oh,
when
I
he
love
first
that.
Came on.
Uh huh.
Mhm,
I'm all
mhm.
about that. I'm all about that life.
I like the
'Cause
other-
that's
you like
him
current?
now.
You like
I
current?
like that. Yeah,
Really?
I like that. I like it now. I think.
You do? I like it
Yeah, this
previous.
is like when this was one of his promo shots when he first came on.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can't forget the thumbnail.
I know that's thumbnail.
Him, Brooke, and Clay. Remember?
I'm
Like, who are
oh,
these people?
Who's that?
Oh, girl, I remember.
I'm scrolling through Julian,
Julian Baker.
That is not Julian. Well, it is technically Julian
A real
Baker, but
Julian Baker.
an
Right.
old man.
Anyway, so we have Dan comes and finds Clay walking on the beach, right? This
And
is that scene?
baptizes him again.
Baptizes him again.
Okay.
We couldn't remember.
Can we relive this? Because this
Yeah.
is happening. And in
Deja
my head,
vu.
I'm
Deja
like,
vu.
Wait, I've seen this before. And then she says it. We've seen this. I'm like, we have, but I
couldn't
can't
remember if it was Clay. I was like, he did this to someone. I'm
I
like, it wasn't
know.
It
Nate,
was Clay.
but it was Clay, and it was because
Why did he do it though?
he risked Nate's career, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Which was so not didn't need to be as dramatic then. I mean,
Yeah.
this is obviously like you have a drug problem, you almost killed my family kind of thing, sort of. But
Not
like
really
the
at
first
all, but-
time he like just made this huge issue about Nate almost like getting out of the NBA or like not making the team on the NBA or whatever, and like drowned him then.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny about all of this is kind of their inside joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like next time they're on the beach, Clay could run from Dan and be like, oh no, it's going to happen again.
right.
It's
Are
like,
you
"Get
gonna
over here."
drown me again?
Right? Yeah.
Dee-lee-lee-dee-dee. They're running
Clay's
around.
like, I better
Giggle
not fuck
about
up
it.
again because Dan's gonna just drown me.
And then Clay's just wet in his clothes
He's
again.
shooketh.
And Quinn
And
sees
Quinn
it.
sees and he
Yeah.
screams and says, I can't remember anything. And I
Mhm.
didn't want to tell Quinn that.
Yeah.
So, hi, Aunt. So Quinn hears that and she's like, excuse me?
Yeah, so he made up the whole thing that he was doing drugs. The whole thing about him being addicted to drugs after the accident was fake.
But he also not knowingly went to go buy the drugs.
Right, he doesn't remember.
He doesn't
doing
remember any of that.
So all of that was made
He has
up.
no memory.
Instead of telling the truth, he just made up that he had a drug problem because that's better.
Okay.
Strange, though, that his subconscious led him to go buy drugs.
Yeah,
Wait. I understood. Wow, I missed so much this episode.
because
didn't
he's
grasp
saying
that.
he's saying
Yeah.
that he doesn't remember doing any of these
Right.
things. So when he told Quinn, oh yeah, I have a drug problem after the accident, I had the oxys and I was taking them because I ran out and but that's all a lie.
He just lied.
He just lied instead of saying, no, I just black out and I show up at these drug dealers and I don't know what I'm doing.
That's even scarier
I
than him
know.
actually being on drugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and I even I said it, I didn't say it out loud, but in my head when we first do see Clay buying the drugs and like when Quinn approaches him and confronts him about it, I was just like, it doesn't seem to me like he even knows he did this.
And he
Which
keeps
you
saying, you're
said that.
crazy.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
and
he's,
I just thought he was being a dick.
yeah,
Mhm.
no. And then
He's
he
like,
sees
"Why
the
would I-"
picture, and even to me, he's looking at the picture like, oh my God, I don't remember even doing that. And that's why he deletes it.
So now we have
Now
we
we
have
know.
different thoughts on
Yeah, now we
Clay.
have different
'Cause
thoughts.
last episode we were like,
We're like,
Clay's
he's so
being an
manipulative.
asshole.
Yep.
But he really just doesn't remember, and he doesn't know how to tell Quinn
Wow.
until now.
And then he says, I'm going to get help.
I'm gonna get help. And she's like, oh, yay, finally.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Thank
Imagine
you.
that's how she
Oh,
reacts.
yay, Clay.
Oh, yay, help.
It would be cringy for her to
That
do
would be
that.
super
Mhm.
cringy. Then we have Chris and Tara and Chase.
More exotic flower talk.
More just awkward.
How was not Alex's ass? And
And she's like, yeah,
Tara's
how is it?
there. She's like really
Ugh.
provoking him. That's like
I just
She's like,
don't
how is it?
like.
I
Tell
just
me about
don't
this
care for
exotic
any
flower.
storylines that Chase has.
Right. They're always seeming to
know.
be just around women.
Because this is what he's here for, to just
Yeah.
have the
The
girl
woman troubles.
problem.
Mhm.
Just
Right.
not even whatever.
I guess
That's
because
fine.
everyone else is dealing with such serious things that
I
they're
know.
like, ooh, Chase is here. And
Right,
like,
we made
Jenna
him a
had to
series
go.
regular.
Let's just throw in, hey, there's that blonde actress. Let's get her.
Yeah.
Right.
Then we have Julian and Haley.
Julian is just sitting and pondering in his thoughts of depression.
I have a little trivia about this scene.
Oh, okay.
Would you like me to save it or tell it now? Since we're talking about the scene with Julian and
Do you
Haley.
want it now? All right. Okay.
A little early trivia.
Sure.
Haley, aka Joy, improvised that whole dialogue.
I have to tell.
It wasn't in the script at all.
I wrote this.
And she's
That-
so
She
phenomenal.
improvised that whole
One
scene.
of my favorite scenes.
Me too.
She's an amazing actress.
Amazing.
And it just felt so powerful and so genuine retelling that story.
Mhm. It wasn't in the script. She completely improvised it.
But it's so
Amazing.
true. I was like, they were shitty parents once too.
Yeah.
Don't
Right.
we remember this?
Yeah.
Like, tell Julian something that he's going to need.
And it was just a nice
No
thing,
one's perfect as a
interaction,
parent.
Right, between her and Julian.
I loved it.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. She's the
Right?
best. She's queen.
She's the
She's queen of Tree Hill.
Queen TH. But yeah, she improvised that whole scene with her telling the story about when Jamie fell in the pool.
Wow.
It was not in the script.
She's phenomenal.
Isn't that great?
Phenomenal woman.
Love her.
Yeah.
But yeah, clearly Julia needed to hear like, no one's a perfect parent. You're gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
It's scary, but remember how bad Haley was at Nathan? Like she like scooped up Jamie and was like, I want a divorce. Remember?
Yeah.
That's how she reacted.
Why was Nate, was he paralyzed then? No, right? When was this?
They were
What were they were
fighting.
fighting something like we didn't think they were going to get
I think it was
over.
right after.
'Cause
He
he was
dove
getting
in.
better.
Yeah, because
Right.
he jumped in.
So he wouldn't have been able to
Yeah.
then.
I think
Huh.
it was after Gaston.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think it wasn't it around the time that they thought he was cheating?
Cheating?
Then
Yeah.
cheated? Okay.
With Renee.
Yeah.
Renee.
Yeah, something like that.
Eminem at the restaurant. They order salads.
Salad time.
And he
Just
addresses
salad.
it. He goes, "You're right.
Yes.
I am
Yeah.
getting fat."
Because skills got to him.
Mm-hmm.
But can we just talk about the raviolis with truffle?
Right?
butter?
Come on. Raviolis with truffle butter?
And she mentions how good the scallops look.
I know.
You could order scallops.
Scallops with
are
a
not-
salad is
yeah.
fine.
But they're being, super dramatic about the weight loss journey.
Salad,
Right.
no dressing.
Salad, no dressing.
AKA
Literally just
le-
lettuce.
leaves on a plate. Thank you.
Cold lettuce leaves.
It's showing how serious he's going to
Well,
take this.
it's good
Yeah.
though. That's good.
Then we have Clay's at the therapist.
He's
asking
like, good to see you again,
questions.
Clay. Are you
Asking-
still seeing
yeah.
your dead wife? How's that going?
And then he says, look, I have good news and bad news. Good news, we can help you. Bad news is you need to check yourself in.
Ay.
He's got to be there
Did you see that
full-time.
coming, Michelle? I didn't see it coming
No.
just yet, at least.
No, no.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
He needs
We
to
wish
admit
you the
himself.
best, Clay. Sayonara.
Toodles.
I'm kidding.
And then we have Brooke and Haley are talking, and Haley's telling Brooke that she needs to trust him again, that her love and forgiveness is what he needs to get through this.
She's absolutely right.
Again,
Perfect.
She's
Haley
so
just being
perfect.
queen.
She's queen.
Queen.
Yeah.
She's, Nate's not around, so she just has to help everybody else with their issues.
That's true.
Yeah.
And this prompts Brooke to be more positive, so they go and they put the sign on the Tree Hill Cafe.
Home of the diarrhea dog.
That's
Silly.
funny.
And
And Brooke's looking at the twins and she's like, "We're nice people. We don't do this."
Is just like a one-time
You have to
thing.
play nice.
Play nice. Just don't do like mommy. It's okay.
But then not Alex appears.
Yep. Not Alex. You find out she's the owner of the cafe.
Like, aren't you 5? I'm sorry.
Right?
But then again, I know.
But
her
then
too.
again,
I'm
she
just
owns the
being
cafe.
Petty.
I know.
I'm being petty
Mhm,
because I don't like her. I just don't like her at all. Actually,
Right.
Yeah, she kind of sucks.
I really don't like her, guys.
Okay.
And she got to smooch
It's
Chris
fine.
Keller.
She got to smooch Chris Keller
And Chase.
And
Chase.
Yeah.
Adams.
Stop smooching our Tree
She's a
Hill
turd.
boys.
She's a turd. She literally is the diarrhea
queen.
dog.
Yeah.
She is the diarrhea dog. Then we have all the boys at the bar.
Beauty's on the scene at the
Beauty's
bar.
on the
This was a
scene.
good scene.
So Chase starts by venting with his situation about not Alex, sleeping with her by accident, finding out it's Chris Keller's girlfriend, da-da-da-da-da. And then he's giving out the drinks to the boys.
It's funny,
And then-
they seem to have this scene a lot.
Yeah.
The girls don't really have, when they're together, they don't
Yeah.
have, they all kind of vent about their problems. It's always
right.
the boys.
It's always
funny.
the guys. So, because I feel like guys, it's more common for them to just go sit at a bar by
Yeah.
themselves. So then Julian's like, well, I left my kid in a hot car and forgot about him. And then you have
Mouth that's fat.
Clay. Well, Clay is next. Clay says, well, I black out and I walk, around town not knowing where I am. And then Mouth says, well, I guess me being fat and being called fat on air isn't as bad
Yeah,
anymore.
It's true.
So they're all going through some shit.
I love that. I love them together.
Yeah.
So they're all just being sad at Trick, pretty much.
Yeah.
Then we have Jamie's tracking Nate's flight,
Mhm.
and he's excited for him to come
And
home.
Haley's tucking in bed. Oh, I guess you're not that excited that Dad's coming home. And obviously you can tell he's can't wait.
He's so excited for
Mm.
Pops. And then
He asks, does
Does-
Grandpa Dan have to leave?
does
Yeah.
Grandpa Dan have to leave?
She's like, I'm afraid so.
I think so.
Maybe he won't have to.
But then
Maybe.
he asked, well, you do think Dad will let him stay? And she
She's like,
said maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
She's giving the kid hope.
Right? Like,
Then this scene, did you think Mouth was gonna empty the fridge? It looked like he took something out, like he was gonna
took-
eat it though.
he took
Ice cream
Ice cream sandwich out.
yeah.
I think
Well,
he's
he
stress eating.
yeah, he opened it and then he closed it. And then he opened it again,
Okay.
and then he took the
So
ice
he
cream.
did ultimately eat the ice cream.
Yeah,
I was
Millie
thinking he
was
was gonna
back in
go
the-
and throw everything away. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right. Because now it's like they're a little bit better.
She's back in the bed.
Mhm.
Right.
And he tucked her in.
Let's
He's
have
upset.
a snacky.
He's upset. Yeah.
Stress eating.
Stress eating, emotional eating. And then we have not Alex goes
It's
to Chase.
Tara, nerd.
And she said,
She
"Wanna just keep it a
convinces him
secret?"
to have a little kissy moment and I guess sexy time. I don't know what they're doing.
Right, because she said we could just
11
keep it a secret.
times, 10 times.
She's a
Whatever.
slut. And I hate
She's
to
looking
shame
for
women,
love.
but she's a slut. I have no tolerance for not Alex, and the more I talk about her, I hate her.
Oh wow.
Is
Is she
I
the Rachel
worse
point
don't-
two?
no,
Point two.
Point two.
no. Rachel. Oh, Rachel.
Rachel's cooler.
I
than
miss Rachel.
much
not
cooler.
Alex.
Much cooler. It was
Not.
fun to hate on Rachel.
Yeah.
This girl, I just hate.
I would love to see Rachel again.
Oh.
Says no one.
I don't know. If we saw her,
I would think
It
it was
would
kind of funny.
fire
if
me up a
she-
little bit.
Yeah, I'd be like,
why
ah.
are you back? Are you kidding?
She's just walking in the background,
Yeah.
rolling her eyes at everyone.
The next
Right.
scene is
Quay.
Quay. They go to the
Check in.
check-in rehab center, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And
What was it called? Bow's End.
it was something like,
Bowden?
yeah,
Bowden?
Bowden, something like that.
I just like how it's like they're like across the street.
Yeah.
Like she can't, did you notice that?
Right, like
Yeah.
he
I
has
think
to
they
go
do
himself.
I
Myself.
feel like they used that same front for the hospital when they
Yeah.
were walking.
Yeah.
Remember everyone threw confetti? What was that for? When they left, after
when
they got shot.
left, yeah.
That was the same
Yeah.
hospital, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna check himself in.
It also looked like the same place with Mouth's grandfather.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, wasn't
yeah.
that? Oh no, it's a nursing home.
Nursing home.
I think they just use the same,
Same
front.
front.
Yeah,
Mhm,
same
and
front.
change the signs.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then we have Dan is at the pool, and he
It's a
says,
nice night.
yeah, and then he says to Haley, well, Haley says he's on his way home tonight. You have to go, and he's like, I'll leave once he's here.
But she thanks
Great
him.
response.
She does
yeah,
thank
like,
him.
Doing
You've
great
been
with
so
the
great with
kids.
my kids.
Yeah.
He loves his grandchildren
He loves them more than anything.
literally more than anything, more than himself.
That's all he has. So
Well, yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Then we have
Julian. Oh,
this
my
moment. I remember the first
God.
time I saw it, I was like,
I definitely I welled up just
Me
a
too.
little bit.
And you know me, I don't well up at
Right.
this show for some reason.
Right.
No, but he did very well acting wise. And then when Brooke came in, I was like, oh my
and
God.
he had the heat all the way up, and he
Ugh.
said, I can't. It only goes up to 85, and he was at 101, and
Oh my
and she's like,
God.
you have to stop doing this.
Yeah, he's torturing himself.
and she forgives him.
Yeah.
It was sweet.
It was a great
It was a great
scene.
scene.
was a
Their
really good
acting,
scene.
both their acting was
The
great.
acting was very good, except for the drug dealer this episode.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I put a broken heart, like Julian crying, because I was like, oh, he really like moved me.
All right, and now
Ooh,
We're
this
at the
is
airport.
I don't really know what happened.
Moose is on the ground.
Haley's leaving a voicemail for Nate and saying, I hope you got what I don't even know what she was saying. Like, I hope you got in okay.
yeah, I thought it was something like, let me know when you land.
Yeah, let me know when
yeah.
you land. But then you see that the moose is on the side of the road outside the airport.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's
So he's
sped
home-
up. People are leaving the airport. She blows out the candles.
So time
Moose
has
is on the floor.
passed. Moose
No
is on
Nate.
the ground. No Nate. What happened?
So perhaps he's not on that flight. Or
But
he already got picked
he
up
didn't get
by
on the flight,
someone.
or he already got picked. Well, he must have gotten picked up then. Who picked him up?
Unless he... Oh, right. Because
He's on the flight because
he's on-
Moose is there.
the moose
He
is
made
on
it
the
home.
floor.
He
But
made it home,
where is he?
but Moose is on the floor.
It's the drug dealer. It must be.
Right? He goes to Tree
He's
Hill
the villain.
Airport and
He's
goes
the
and
villain.
steals Nate.
No, because that would just be really weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
You know what I mean? Like, that would be really...
I'm trying to. Oh, should we say predictions? Right?
Yeah, we'll say
after
For our
predictions,
segment?
after
Yeah.
our break.
Okay.
Break time.
Take a break.
Yay!
Bye. Are you a fan of the ever-growing collection of movies based on comic books and superheroes? Check out the podcast Zero's Talking Heroes to take part in their journey to watch and review them all. Join Joe, Corey, Sequel, and sometimes Matt and Frank by looking up Zero's Talking Heroes on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. You can also find them on your social media of choice at ZTH Podcast. Tell them Tree Hill Talk sent you. And in fact, Joe is one of our good friends. And it's so cool being in the podcast community because our friends are producing some awesome content. So again, make sure you check out Zero's Talking Heroes, and you can find them on your social media of choice at ZTH Podcast.
Ready, steady. Oh, there we are. Right?
Hello.
We're back.
Back
We're
from
back.
break.
Hope you had a great break.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely. Segments.
Yeah.
Segments.
Favorite outfit.
I really can't think.
I like Haley's little turquoise
Yes.
off the shoulder.
I loved her
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 hair.
chill look. It's like relaxed with the
She
hair
wasn't wearing
up,
heels.
No.
with the one shoulder sweatshirt. I like that.
Me too.
Very comfy.
Me too.
I
Mm-hmm.
can't really think of anyone else's.
Brooke, when she was in the
outfits.
hospital, had this cute, like white
With
look
the
almo-
jeans.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was almost like a flare jean. Look very kind of bohemian
Mm-hmm.
look.
Yeah.
But I would say Haley's off the shoulder
Yeah,
shirt.
I like that
liked
the most.
Yeah.
Favorite character?
Favorite character.
On 3?
I have
Yep.
a tie.
You have a
Oh.
tie.
Are you going to try to
Do
say
you wa-
both at the same time?
But this is what happens is we all say at the same time and then you don't know what
And
we
then-
said.
yeah.
So
But
you
it-
have to pay attention.
Okay, ready? We are all okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Julian
Haley. Julian and who?
Haley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haley.
Haley, 100%.
Julian Haley.
Julian Haley for me.
Julian would
Yeah.
have been my second choice too.
Yeah.
I felt his struggles. It hit home.
Oh
with me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Haley just blew it out of the water. I
She's
think
queen.
there are two trying scenes. Her giving the advice, Julian in the car,
Mm-hmm.
struck gold with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haley's just helping everybody.
Yeah.
She's there for everybody. even Dan.
It's just so genuine the way she
Uh-huh.
delivers these lines. Well, like you said, she
Right,
improvised it.
it.
It's just so good.
So good.
Yeah,
I love her.
Amazing.
yeah. I
She's
feel like
great.
I've said this before, but I feel she's underrated with One Tree Hill.
I see.
Everyone's
Yeah.
always
They
like,
always
I love
lump
Brooke,
them
and I love
Naily.
Peyton, and I love Naily, and I love. Well, no one really says Lucas as emceeing, but no one's ever like Haley.
Yeah.
She's so great.
I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people say that they can relate to her, that they're very similar to her.
Right.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's like when you come across people's favorites, I feel like she's not as popular
there.
as the
Yeah.
rest.
yeah.
I do love Haley though.
Me
I
too.
Yeah. I love them all.
They're all great.
Miss Positive over
Except
here.
for not Alex.
Least favorite?
Least favorite.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Not Alex.
yeah.
Man.
That was
AKA
easy.
Tara.
Yeah.
She looks like a Tara. She reminds me of like
Slut.
Tara Lipinski. Like she looks
see,
like
I
her.
think Tara
Oh,
Reid.
Right?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Tara Reid. Well, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I could see Tara
Similarity.
Reid with Tara Lipinski
That's what I think
hybrid.
of. Hybrid?
Yeah. Do we have any favorite quotes here?
I like Chris Keller needs visuals.
I like
I
damn
like that
boy,
as well.
you're fat.
Yeah,
like
damn
that
boy, you're
too.
fat.
Yeah.
Do I have anything else here?
I personally always say I need visuals. Anytime anyone's telling me a story, I'm like, I need
I need
visuals.
visuals,
of a
yeah.
human. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lost
damn
Winos.
dog, you fat.
Damn dog, you fat.
What about Letitia? Does she have any trivia for us?
Yeah, she said, "Hey ladies, happy stream night." She did mention that Haley recalling Jamie's near drowning accident to Julian was improvised by Bethany on the day of filming, and this episode is named after a song by Kate Nash.
I love Kate Nash.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And then this episode marks the first appearance of Chelsea Kane as Tara.
First appearance.
I mean, she's clearly going to be around.
The villain, is she our villain?
I guess.
And then I have yeah, Nathan returns in this episode on video on Jamie's laptop. So that was
Okay.
because he wasn't.
He wasn't in last episode like at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
But then he was in the one prior.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's just one episode.
I was going to say yesterday. Last week's episode with him not in it was the first episode in the whole series that he wasn't in.
Wow. Yeah.
It was the first time Nate wasn't in an episode.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Since day one, since the pilot.
For 9 years.
For
For
9 years.
9 years.
The guy's allowed to take a break.
Yeah. It was his first episode.
Do we,
wonder
was
what
he filming?
I was gonna say, I wonder what
stuff?
he was doing.
I don't know. I'd have to look into it.
It's all right.
Or if someone out there would just wants to tweet us when this comes out.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be part of the storyline.
Right.
Yeah, I don't-
He's just let's give
I
this
don't know
actor a
if he-
break for one episode and
Maybe
Yeah.
he had a stomach bug or something.
maybe
Stomach bug.
a stomach
A little
flu.
sick.
A little flu. He's
Under the
feeling
weather.
A little fluish. And I think, oh no. I thought it was directed by someone from the cast, but it wasn't. Just kidding. You know, usually the cast members.
Could we have the title?
for next week?
Yes.
Sure. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Episode 5, The Killing Moon.
The Killing Moon. Oh God.
Sounds like a dark novel.
Yeah, something dark.
The Killing
I'm reading
Moon.
the blurb to myself.
She's like, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What if?
Yeah.
Mm, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know how this would work out.
It's okay. You just think.
Go a little
Just
nuts.
go with your mind. Whatever your
the
mind's
drug
thinking.
dealer kidnaps Nate somehow to get back at Dan.
Dan. Uh huh.
Dan goes to rescue him,
And that's when he saves
somehow,
Nate.
And then somehow Nate ends up shooting Dan.
Will they do another kidnapping? Like we did that with
It's
Jamie.
Tree Hill. How
with
many car
Dan.
accidents did
I
we
know,
do? We went
it's
over
true.
the bridge.
You're right.
You
You're
know
right.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's because this drug dealer and not Alex, like these are obviously our two villains.
Yeah.
Don't you think the drug dealer's going to be back?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Look, the look in his eyes when he left that scene. I'm like, this is the end all.
Right.
This is the end of Dan
Right. So,
or Clay or Quinn. Like not the end of them, but like he's gonna get back at them somehow.
right.
I'm not looking forward to it.
That's what makes me think.
Makes me sad.
Yeah.
My ultimate prediction is this is the person that's gonna kill Dan, or
I-
possibly try and kill Nate. And in the fact, Dan goes and tries to save Nate, and he kills him.
Why do I think Nate kills Dan?
he could very
Why
well
do I
kill
feel
Dan.
that way though? Do
It's
I
very
am I
deep
seeing
and
an
dark.
image? Or maybe I'm just picturing.
See, you saw this image when we were in Icon and we
I
got the
did.
beer from the brewery.
At the brewery where apparently
You
this
saw the
happens.
picture,
Yeah.
Dan and Nate.
Holding
I did not
guns.
see this picture,
Yeah.
so I cannot talk about said picture.
Yeah.
Your memory could be lying to you, or you could be remembering it perfectly. So I don't know. That's just like me with the Nelly picture, like that I know I haven't seen yet, but it could be my mind just making,
I still don't know what picture you're talking
Okay.
about.
Well, if we get to it, which we very may well not, then I'll show you. But
Watch, it's like
it's
them
my
at a
brain
convention or
making
something.
up something, apparently. Because we try not to investigate and look, and we have blinders when we research things for the podcast. And like your brain sees things and you pretend like you didn't see it. And each week you go and you're like, well, I wonder actually if that's a spoiler or if I've seen that already. I don't remember. And so
Right.
it's hard.
Right.
But we're going to be on episode 5 next week, and it's all going to come down to the wire, and we're going to see.
So last week I talked about my friend who was in the episode.
Yes.
And
We
she's
would never
in
would have seen her.
in the sped up airport scene.
Yeah.
But she said, because she's from Pennsylvania, and they shot these episodes during the summer, which they never used to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a huge casting call for extras. So that's how she got to be on it. But you got paid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then when she was off from shooting, it was a night shoot. She said that scene took forever. And then she had to
Just
bring
for
her
nothing, pretty much.
She had to bring her own suitcases to bring props and stuff. She said, but during the off time, she got to explore the sets, and she got to go to Karen's Cafe and Trick. And she said she talked to He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Ugh.
And yeah,
That's awesome, though.
I know.
That is cool.
She went with
cool.
her mom. She
Cool
drove
memory.
there.
Wow. I
So,
wonder
You
how
know
much she
her
got
from
paid.
ATX?
you both spoke at the same time.
I'm sorry. You know her from ATX?
do.
Okay.
Yeah. She
No,
actually works for one of the producers who produced One Tree Hill. Robbins is his last name.
Hmm.
She's his assistant now.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And then how much did she get paid?
I was wondering.
Yeah,
I wonder
I'm
how much you
wondering
get
that
paid.
too. How come I didn't ask that? I'll ask her.
Like, I wonder how much she
Was
got
like
paid to do
$100
that
a day?
scene.
Is that a lot, you think?
I
A
think,
reasonable
I feel like
amount?
Sam
I mean,
got
I was
paid
going to say when Sam
$100.
was doing SVU
Yeah.
and stuff, she was getting like $100 a day or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I thought that was a cool story. I love hearing stories like that.
That is cool.
Yeah.
There's a
Brian Robbins.
okay.
Right.
There's a lot
Okay.
of people that got the chance to be extras on
I
One Tree Hill.
know.
Especially,
seen
I mean, 9 seasons, you think. Like, they do a
Yeah.
lot of casting calls.
I've seen like a lot of people tweet that they were in it and met the
Yeah.
cast and stuff.
I mean,
Pretty
Brittany's
cool.
friend, who you thought I was talking about, she was
Yeah.
an extra in a bunch of seasons.
Right.
So that's cool.
I
don't
thought
know
she was at the
specifics.
Leighton Airport. I thought I made
She
that.
could have, but,
But we did get an email
Yeah.
from someone that I think was in the scene with
Right.
them.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
It's awesome. So if you have any stories like that, please
yeah.
let us know.
Yeah.
Any extra stories.
Reach out if you were an extra on One Tree Hill.
That's
Reach out.
awesome.
We'd love to hear your story.
And why did it take you so long to
Uh-huh.
reach out?
Yeah, why aren't you reaching out already? You should be doing it
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Did we do all our segments already?
Yeah, we just got to do shout out.
What the fook?
Mhm.
I have like a bunch of shout outs.
So many shout outs.
So many shout outs. You guys just keep liking and tweeting at us
Emailing.
and emailing us
We
and
love
leaving
your
us reviews on iTunes. I mean,
Yeah.
we want to get you all in before this podcast
If you-
ends.
If you haven't left a rating on iTunes, please do. Make sure you hit subscribe. That way you get the episodes instantly on Monday mornings. And if you leave a review, it helps the show out. It boosts us up on the TV and film category. Before the show's over, we'd like to hit those, top 200 charts.
It's just
It'd
like
be
a...
A little goodbye present.
li- yeah.
Send off.
Such a nice
Aw.
send off. Ugh, that'd be great.
It would be.
Do you want to begin
Sure.
shout outs?
I have a shout out from iTunes from Alicia M. Gorley. They say, so great with 5 stars.
Hell yeah.
I love this podcast. I didn't find this podcast until a few months ago, but I was instantly hooked. I love talking about One Tree Hill, and it is so fun listening to new viewers talk about what they like/dislike about the show. I listen every day. Yay OTH and yay Tree Hill Talk.
Yay.
Aw. And then another iTunes review from RCFB Gal. They say, best ever, 5 stars. Best podcast for a One Tree Hill fan, veteran or newbie. I can't wait to finish the 9th season, but I will be very sad too. Same.
Samesies.
And then one more iTunes review. They say love, 5 stars. Their username is the Landform. They say One Tree Hill is my favorite show, and I love listening to the girls talk and share their thoughts about the show I've loved for so long. This is the first podcast I've ever listened to, and now I love listening to podcasts. Listening to
Awesome.
Michelle, Liz, and Ingrid listening to Michelle and Liz watch for the first time is very entertaining, and it makes me feel like I'm experiencing the show for the first time all over again. Thank you, Ingrid, Michelle, and Liz, for making my Mondays brighter and funnier. I am so looking forward to listening to the other podcasts they are doing on their It Takes 3 network. That is so sweet. And then real quick, we had 2 SoundCloud likes.
Quack.
Jody Noppert and Louis Almodovar.
Yay!
Hope I didn't butcher that.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to all the new listeners and to those that are binge listening and catching up to us for season 9. That's exciting. Even though it's wrapping up, we're excited for our next adventures with Let's Talk OC.
Oh.
And we already announced Gossip Girls. 3 Gossip Girls. 3 Gossip
three of
Girls is going to be our Gossip Girl podcast. Those will be, coming your way pretty soon once THT wraps up. And if you like what we do and you would like to support, Tree Hill Talk has its own Patreon page that has some awesome perks right now. We are putting together
Our final box.
The big kahuna. The big box to end all
The
boxes.
big baby.
So it's going to have every character from the show, the biggins.
The big ones.
Not this drug dealer.
I don't think
And
he's going to make
not
the
Alex,
cut.
So
And not
Maybe
Tara.
we'll just cut out his face.
yeah. So if you're a fan of Not Alex, she will not be in the box. I'm sorry. But everyone else will be. So if you would like to get one of those boxes, shipped right to your door, we ship internationally. So check it out at patreon.com/treehilltalk.
Yeah.
And if you like the show and you want extra bonus content, like more in-depth predictions by these ladies.
We got a pre-show.
And we have that pre-show. We live stream. You can hang out with us during those as we watch One Tree Hill. And we have, just bonus things that we post over there.
It's fun, and we have chats. We love to talk about anything. We don't have to talk about One Tree Hill. On our community page, we talk about Handmaid's Tale, Riverdale,
Yeah.
whatever we want.
all of the things. So patreon.com/treehilltalk. And if you would like to support future ventures like Let's Talk OC and 3 Gossip Girls, the 2 podcasts that we will be working on in the future, you can go to ittakes3network.com and lend your support over there.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Good
and
job,
now we're going to
Ingrid.
shout out all the homies.
Rickety, 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 roll call.
Wow. They get better and better.
Every week, I'm shocked with her talent. I
Shooketh.
really
I
am.
shooketh.
Talent? That's a nice word.
Shook.
Oh, I'm a nice friend. I love you.
Backhanded compliment.
Wow.
Should I just jump right in and thank Brandon?
Oh,
Yay, Brandon.
Maybe 10 minutes before we started podcasting tonight, we got a $100 pledge from Brandon, which is the Tree Hill sponsor.
Yep, Tree Hill
tier.
Talk sponsor tier. So that is our highest tier that we just kind of threw in there. It gives you guys a chance to have an advertisement on the podcast to reach a couple thousand people out there. If you want to
Yeah.
promote a business of
Your
yours
social media.
or just your social media, you want more followers on Twitter, feel free to check out that tier on Patreon. So he's our first shout out for today.
First shout out, but we have more.
We do have
We
more.
have the royal treatment tier.
Mhm.
In that we have Jessica, Michaela, Joshua, Adana, and Nicole.
Cool. They're getting
Then
boxes.
They
Yes.
get boxes. They get them those final boxes. The trick team, we have Sangeetha, Allison, and Letitia.
Nice.
Love you guys. Close over bros, we have Kendall, Logan, Ryan, Amanda, Kristen, Steve, Sophie, Chandler, Victoria, Ashley, Teresa, Ash, Jade, Erica, Rihanna, and Gwen.
Woo!
Our big tier. Key Scott Buy Shop crew, we have Jake, Tevin, Shanique, Erin, Jaminica, Manon, Jesselyn, Keegan, Monica, Sam, Rebecca, and Emily. Sorry. And then the Ravens, we have Alicia, Jill, Michelle Lee, Savannah, and Mandy.
Hell
Sorry,
yeah.
Liam's just having diarrhea on the podcast, so
The code word today is diarrhea.
diarrhea. We had Muse Chick. We had 2 people that left us comments on Instagram, the sausage comment. I just thought that was funny. It
Yeah.
was,
Okay, they did the code word.
Yes, Muse Chick and Michelle13.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So if you
you.
made it to this point of the podcast, this week's code word is
diarrhea.
diarrhea. So if you want to email, tweet, or
Ooh.
Instagram diarrhea, we will love you
We
forever.
will love you and put a heart back.
We gotta go.
We gotta
It
go because
smells
it's
like
really
poop.
bad right now.
Check out all our social media pages, treehilltalk.com. Follow us on our personals, and we'll see you soon.
Yay! Bye. Happy
Bye.
Monday.
Love you.